Everybody, we're here with Andrew at the Paiste booth. We're going to talk a little bit about the process of making cymbals and what makes Paiste unique.
Well, there's many different approaches to how we actually produce cymbals. Really comes down to general function of what we want the cymbal to do for the drummer. And let's go ahead and walk by the booth and we'll take a good look and review. One of the key ingredients on why our company is so successful with cymbal sound and why they're so sought after is just our strong desire and passion to make the best sounding cymbals that we possibly can, using the methods that we know work and are tried and true through decades of use. So we start here, the 2002. We put a lot of time and effort and exhaust all efforts on making sure that a particular cymbal is going to fit a particular style of music. For example, the 2002 was introduced in 1971, and these were made specifically to meet the style of music that was coming out, the rock and roll era. We needed a cymbal that was going to provide an extensive amount of volume that was going to compete with the loud amplifiers and the basses and, you know, the enormous arenas. And 2002 was born, and since then they have been the most recorded cymbal in rock and roll music, the most highly visible cymbal in rock music from 71 all the way to today. Then what we did was later on we wanted to actually create a bronze alloy specifically to be used for cymbals, hence signature bronze. In the early 80s it was a 7-year process, and in 1989 we introduced signature. And these, as the 2002, are all handmade, but this is a different bronze. And again, we created this alloy for cymbal sound, and hence we came out with the signature in '89, and they received critical acclaim on a global scale. And to this day, they're still one of the most sought after cymbals. And now we have a hybrid of that, if you will, which is the signature reflector. We found that a number of artists and drummers were looking for a cymbal that had a little bit more of a visual appeal. So what we did is we applied a production process to enhance the sound, the visual aspect of this model. And now we use a very tight lathe pass, and it gives it that reflective finish. Now the key ingredient is the process that we are using to get the cymbal with this look, because it's not a buffing pattern or application that's applied, because anytime you use a buffing machine to get this finish, you're applying heat to the cymbal, and that ultimately could alter the alloy and create problems. So these have been very, very successful. We've added significant models to these at the NAMM show, and they've done very well for us. Roods, introduced in 1981. They had to actually meet the demands of metal and punk. And since 1981 today, they're still one of the most aggressive and most powerful cymbals that are available today. The new signature, these were introduced in 2000, I believe it was 2003. And these are what I place in a class in between the signature and the traditionals. Again, all handmade, extremely labor intensive. These are very sought after from discriminating users that want a really advanced sound. So we could go on and on about so many of these models and why it is that they sound so beautiful. And you know, our goal and our passion is just to make the best sounding cymbals that we can, to exhaust all efforts in making beautiful sounding cymbals for the drummer and let them actually do the magic. So, you know, that's what we do, and I think we do a pretty good job of it.